Welcome back to Atlantis City in Cities Skylines. And we are here in our new junction for the city and the new area that we will build right here. This was done on our last episode, and what I did in between episodes was actually doing some detailing. I've added the intersection marking tool in here and just made it nicer. I forgot one right there. I'll do that later and have it in here, have it over there, so all is ready. I also did the connection for this side of the junction because on the last episode we just did for this side. I forgot about that, to be honest. So I've done the connection to this side, and I can show you what it's looking right now. If we go underground, there we go. This looks a little bit messy, and it is messy over there. I'll have to fix that. But what's happening here is basically you come from the city, you have the option to just cross to the other side. We need an option for that, right? Or you have the option to get into the highway that way. Now, if you're in the city, you have the option to join or this side of the highway, or you have the option to join this side of the highway. So there we go. And from the highway, you have the option to come from here and to leave over there and get in this road, enjoy this side. Or if you're coming from here, you just exit and go straight over there. That's what I've done. I also done some detailing around our university here, or liberal arts college. Now we have this key wall in here and on this side as well. I think that made this look a little bit finished and more taut than what we had before. I've also did some lanterns along this path that goes all the way up to our drama club. There we go. I tried to put some sort of statue in here, but that didn't work. So I left this tree that was there before. No, it was there, it stays there, and it's everyone happy. I've moved the train here a little bit too, so it looks a little bit better. And what else have I done here? I think that was it. There was no big changes, just making sure that we had some sort of finishing in there. I did this one as well, just because it was looking weird, this not being finished in here, as we had this area here that had a nice finish. So now I think it looks better. Now going to the road, I've also applied the self-sufficient buildings in here. Now the name of this is looking quite funny in there, but what can I do? And but anyway, this is the area that we have to work with. We do have our train line that we mentioned before in here, and I believe I'll bring this into this area. And that's how I want to start this area off. I want to start with the train station because that'll be our main area here of the city. That'll be the central area for this side of town. And what I want to do is first choose a place for that, and I want to be a hub. Unfortunately, we don't have a hub for buses and trains, which is quite sad because I would love to use something like that. But that's all right. We are going to use the train metro hub. Let me just double check. We have metro and bus. We have bus and metro, bus and intercity bus. All right. So, and then we have ferry and bus and so on and so on. But this one, maybe these ones have the buses, but they are quite large stations, and I don't want something so large. Although these occupy like probably almost the same space as this one. But I think this will still work slightly better for us. And that's what I want to use here. So maybe we can try start bringing the train station for this area. Oh, we finished another academic year and we are now recognized. I think we lost one level there just because of the students that went away. So that's one of the reasons why we have to grow the city, and we need a high demand for jobs, and that's the reason why I want to start working on this. So can I remove that view, please? Yeah, I can't. I have to keep it on. So, okay, bringing this, I would like to make a nice curve. Yeah, I think I like this slightly better, starting here, stopping there, and still gives us a nice gap over there. I will demolish this and probably this one. I just don't want this curve to be too sharp. We can make it a little bit nicer, and then we can connect all the way over there. There we go. I think like we have sharper turns in there, and I think that looks quite well for what we need here. The challenge now is bring this to the level that we want. And I guess what we could do is straight slope. That's all we want, and I'll bring this over there somewhere. Maybe in, oh, that's not what we need. That's definitely not what we need there. So let's fix that. Just trying to make this a nicer transition. Like this area will be tricky to work with because we do have the terrain here to work on, but this could actually work in our favor. I could change this a little bit and use the terrain in our favor. So what, can please get that on? Thank you. And we can stop it around here. There we go. Now we can get rid of that. And why this went down so much? Probably because I have a -2 in there. So if I grab this and raise a little bit, I think this should be more or less what I want. And bring this back all the way over here, and then we slope that. Yeah, that goes a little bit higher, so we can smooth this a little bit more, just make it nice. And that's the place where we will have the train station and the connection to the metro. And I also want to have a bus, intercity bus connection in here. So let's work on that. Let's bring, I think that was the one, yeah. So it's this side. I'm just trying to figure out which side it is. So let's go in there. This seems to be fairly what we want there. I could change this slightly so we could work with this terrain a little bit better. And I think I might do this. What I'm thinking is that we can bring this, let me show you what I mean. Bring this a little bit further, and then we can have a containing wall in there, or some sort of, I don't know, maybe a key that we're using just to help smooth things out a little bit. And then we have a flat area that we can actually work on and have the metro and the train station. So, all right, this is good. We have our central area in here. And one of the first things that I want to do is to actually connect the line in there. I'll probably go underground on both sides at the moment. Maybe here I'll go above ground and then we can curve that around here somewhere. I think that would be a nice idea. And we can play around with that, just making things a little bit different. That looks good. All right, I'm happy with that. And then we need to start working on our road layout. So definitely this road will connect over there. This is without saying. So let's pick this one and go back on surface level. And what we are doing here is just probably working with the lens over there and curving this around. I want some space, but not much space there. I think that would be quite interesting to have the train line just going on the side of the road there. And from here, I believe that what we need, let's see, we need this connection that this one is getting in, this one is getting out. And this one is both, so that's why we have that. So I might bring this one in here and then we connect that somehow in there. Let's see how that would look. Yeah, a nice access to the highway there, just with this dedicated lane in here. Yeah, that's slightly better. Yeah, I like it more. So what do we do it from here then? We get that road. And the road that I want is this one. And from here we have a tricky way to go about this. We could go 10 by 10 like so, and this could be another main road, but then I want this to go straight. So let me do some things around here. And then we can figure this out later, what we do on that side. But I think for the moment, there will do. And what we might do here, do we do a roundabout here? I think I will. What we can do is actually, the problem is might be too close. I could do something like this in here and then connect over there. Let me think. Okay, so this is what we'll do. We do have this nice roundabout in here just before the curve there, and from here we have this two-way road that will bring us all the way to here, and then we make a nice little connection in there. And then we can get the traffic manager and then get this done properly. Nice. And then they join here. And we also need to set this up properly. There we go. Ctrl-Shift-Click. And our roundabout is correctly set up. And nice. We are all connected to the highway now. Even with a way to turn around. What could be better than that? Obviously, I'll do the line markings later on over there. That's all right. And I just want to make sure that I didn't forget anything in here for the moment. I don't think so. Oh, this is bumpy, so I'll fix that. we go. Looks much better now. And I'm quite happy with that. Now, okay, we have a way to bring the train in here. This should be allowing, let me close this, some intercity trains, which is great. That's what we want. And we have to think now about what we are doing in regards to areas in here. Where would be our commercial, residential, and industrial. What I'm thinking is that this area here will be all industrial because this is closer to the highway, and we can even give them easier access to this road here, to that road there, so they can get in and out of the city. And then from this area in here, we might do some tourist area in the middle here. I think that'll be nice. And then we use the outer areas for residential, and we use the metro here to connect to this area over there. And that's exactly what I will do. So let's start working on that. And you see that I'm already using the metro station here, so we can connect those two sides and make sure that everything is working. Okay, this would be the layout for our commercial area in this. I also want to bring some commercial in here actually, and I think I'll just do that right now. What I did here was get ready for this area because I do want to go there and build on both sides here of the metro. You'll notice that I put another metro station here and that I had some trouble with the elevation, but now I think it's working fine. We have a good elevation over there and that's not an issue anymore. And yeah, that's looking good. I will build now the road layout for the industry in this area. And let's see how that goes. Now that I'm thinking about this, what I'm looking here is that we could use this train line for cargo as well, because this links to the outside world. But I'll leave the space in here and in here if we want to do something, but I won't do anything with that right now. I think this would be something for just one episode to work on that area. But right now, this would be our area for industry, and I'll remove those trees from here. As you can see, I'm not doing anything like really special in here, and I'm using this squarish grid, and I'm using a little bit square in here as well because of the commercial area. I want to maximize all this land, and this would be quite nice. And what I'll leave prepared in here is this. So we know this is one area, this is another area, and this will be something entirely different, right? And I want to bring this road later on to this side, so I won't do anything with that right now. Oops. But I'll leave that ready in there. We have our commercial, we have our industry in here, and let's bring some residential to this area. This is all very different from what I usually do, as you can see, but that's the way it is, right? We have to try new things. As you can see, this is a whole different layout from what we have from here. I think I'll stop here for now. I want to keep it as it is. I'll remove this and actually add another one in here, which later on I'll come back and fix. But before I forget, as I always do, I want this to be specialized in self-sufficient buildings. There we go. And that'll be interesting. So what we do with these commercial districts, I think I'll break that down into two different areas. If I come in here, let me remove this area from there. So I'll do one here and another one in there. And the reason why I'm doing this is probably because I want to do some leisure specialization or tourism specialization. The problem with tourism is that it causes noise pollution, and that's why I want to have this buffer in here. We could probably do some organic and local produce in here. No, I don't think that'll work. I think I'll do tourism in here, and this one will be normal, and happy days. I think that will work for us. And this is our new area. Now, what is the garbage truck? Come on, go there. This is really, really far from every service that we have in the city. I don't even remember where we have our, oh, it's in there. All right, yeah, that's really, really far away. So this is probably something that we need to do in this area, or even like somewhere around here. This would be the industry closer to the highway here anyway, so I think that makes sense. But we have quite a lot of cars coming and going here. And then we'll have to bring like water, all that stuff. But one of the things I have to do here is actually fix all the slopes, because as you can see, this is really bad. And I'll do this and I'll be back with you in a minute. And there we go. This is our new area, and we have 4 new neighborhoods in here, and they are ready to kick off. So we just need to do some zoning and put down some service and all will be good. But that'll be it for today's episode, and I just want to do a quick review on what we did here. So we've connected these entrance and exit, so these 3 areas here, so this road, this one and this one, to the roundabout. We connect those 2 connections here on the roundabout as well. We did our main train station hub, which is also our or passenger metro train hub. That's what I want to say. We have our residential area here at the bottom. We have 2 commercial areas, one for tourism, one for normal commercial. We have industry at the top here, and that's about it. Yeah, we have a new garbage collection in that area, and I don't need to do some detailing, but we still need to do all the things here. I like that we went along the beach around here, so this will look pretty nice when this is built. And we've started our new metro line, and I also like that we went above ground so we can make this all integrated. One thing that I'm missing that I said that I would do is actually our bus hub station, and I want to take a look at that pretty quickly. Could put outside of this area and then just do a pathway connecting those sides, like in here, and buses will have to go out and get in here, but I think that'll be fine, and that will fill this area quite nicely. Okay, I'm happy with that, and I think this will work. Okay, I said that we were done, but that is just one thing that we're missing. We are missing some of these junctions here. I completely missed a few of them, and I just want to make sure that they are all properly set up so everything is working as it should. As you can see, it's not, and we do need dedicated turning lanes on these main connections. You know how this usually looks when we don't set up this properly, so let's make sure it is as it should be. And there we go. Now we have this as it should look like. I fixed all the slopes in here. I use the node controller. So for example, in here we can make it slopes. I also use the move it, selecting a few nodes and sloping objects. That works as well. But this area is now getting ready for some serious build. And I think when we do this, the city will grow quite a lot. And I like how you look at the city over here. This is pretty nice. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Just a reminder that I now have a Discord server. You can join. The link is on the description of the video. And don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, so you can see how this area will look when we finish it. And as always, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.